Don't be an idiot from Jeremy. See, we got one.
Yeah, you got one. This one is more like JT's observations.
Okay.
So like I like to just sit and watch people.
Yeah.
And they may not know it. It's very creepy. But I notice things. And if you go to somewhere like Chipotle,
Yeah.
or Moe's, those places, you can tell a lot about a human being. People who are like, leaning over the glass, right? They're like, rice. A little more. Could you do a little more? And they're like touching the glass. Then there's people who aren't as vocal, but you can see them shaking with anxiety because they want to control the situation.
Yeah.
How are you in that situation?
Oh, I'm definitely chill.
Yeah.
But I can tell the kind of the person that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
They just kind of go, what else? What else? What else?
Yeah.
What else? I'm just like, you need a different job.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here.
You're Chipotle lazy.
Yeah, exactly. Not a Chipotle off the whole block.
I'm getting tired of your Chipotle lackadaisical attitude.
Oh man, you're supposed to do this. No, that's dumb. That's so dumb.
No, it wasn't. That was. If I can follow it, it works. I don't have a Chipotle to piss in. And every time I'm like, just like that. They're like, just like that? I'm like, just like that. They're like, just like this? I'm like, just like that.
Huh.
And they're like, is this all you want? I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
How many times, do I have to say
Sounds
it?
like a Ludacris song.
Yeah.
When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that.
Is that all you want?
Hell
Just
yeah.
like that?
Hey, DJ, bring that back.
Woo.
That's nice.
Hey, man. I feel like I should talk a little quieter.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, friends.
Welcome to the morning show.
The sun.
Hope you've got a nice hot cup of Joe.
You know why? Because it's all right. It's all right.
A nice hot cup of Joe Mama.
Joe Mama. Clint,
Got him.
Clint McCannon
Yeah,
with Cannon Plumbing.
I know him.
Yeah. You heard of him?
I have heard of him.
I'll tell you why you heard of him. He is the best.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you've heard of him.
Yes.
And he also sponsors this show, so we want to thank him for that. But at the same time, I wouldn't be okay with him sponsoring the show if I didn't believe in the guy. He's a great guy.
Right.
Anyhow, he messaged me, and we were talking about the Joro spiders, the Joro spiders, which if you're not from the Gwinnett area, you might not know what we're talking about.
Probably not.
But there is a brand of invasive spiders that can lay up to 1,500 eggs per spider. And they eat all of the natural spiders. Because my dad always told me growing up, don't kill the spiders because they get all the bugs and stuff.
Right.
But not these. These are killing the good spiders. So they're spreading like crazy. Joro.
Got it.
Anyway, Clint messaged me. He says he calls them Joe Rogan spiders.
I like that.
I thought it was funny. I thought
Joe Rogan.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome everybody to the Twerk Ethic Show. I'm JT.
Cooley.
And we're a comedy podcast and YouTube channel. And we're glad you're here.
Yes. Very glad.
I'm glad you're here, Nate.
You too.
We're this is the 41st.
Or me too.
41st episode. Is that Richard Petty's number or is that 43?
43.
43. All right. Two episodes
We'll
away. Do a Richard Petty episode. Who's 41?
The King. 41.
What's going on?
Dave Matthews Band, song number 41.
Okay.
The hi-hat work.
All right.
Such a good song.
So that reminds me, while you have your phone up,
Yeah.
let's give a shout out to your new friend and a guy and his music that I've been a fan of for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time is relative. We'll say years. Couple years.
True.
Riley.
Yeah.
RYLY. If you're listening, dude, big fan.
Oh, yeah.
And let's give some people some context. Can't play it. So good.
Groovy.
Groove.
I like it.
I like it because it's like, I grew up listening. I say grew up like I stopped. I listened to a lot of pop punk. If you are just tuning in, we do a lot of pop punk covers here because I'm obsessed with it.
How about a sample, fellas? Let's rock this.
But like his music is not pop punk, but it's got this 80s vibe, but it has the producing style of like something I used to listen to, like the emo pop punk world.
Yeah.
This dude gets it. So
Yeah.
if you're listening, I want to meet you.
Riley?
And have a cigar. If you do cigars, if you don't do cigars, I'm going to have a cigar.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he does or not. I'm not sure.
but you'll be hanging out with him this weekend.
I will.
So hopefully you have told him to listen to this episode.
Yep.
The Riley episode.
See you last Saturday, Riley.
See you last Saturday. That's great. But I just want to give that guy a shout out because his music is phenomenal.
Very cool.
And if you like good music, look him up on all your platforms.
RYLY.
RYLY.
There's a picture of two dudes. One of them is Riley.
Just the way you said two dudes. There's a picture of two dudes.
Yeah. Because there's
Who's
like
the other guy?
There's other Rileys too.
You know who the other guy is?
I don't. Never met him.
Yeah.
I just know of the Riley. Of the Riley.
Yeah. And it's a recent friendship.
Yep.
Cool. Well, I knew of him actually from Addison Harrelson. You know Addison Harrelson? I know you do,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't know if you remembered much about him. But
Yeah.
that guy's a cool guy too.
Yeah.
He like shared his song Space one time on Instagram.
Okay.
And I'm the kind of guy like, hey, you tell me to listen to a song, I'll go listen to it. Mm-hmm. But I'm quick to get out of there if it's bad.
True.
But I'm like, how do you find new good music?
As you should be.
You have to listen to it. You have to listen to a lot of
Absolutely.
stuff. So that's where I first found it, was from Addison. But anyway,
Nice.
I got a couple things that I've been thinking about. I don't know how we can entitle this segment because we have segments,
We do.
right?
Yeah.
I know you like the term segment.
Yeah.
You have any other terms that you like?
Segues.
Segues,
Intermission.
intermission. You just like the word.
Of course, intermission's just one. We have more than one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think our intermission is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
And then you come back and listen on Tuesday.
Right.
Anyway,
It's true.
I know we're going to have to figure out names for our segments. So, we have This Day in History.
Yeah.
We have Mount Rushmore that you came up with, by the way.
Oh.
I've seen other people do it, but you're the first person I'd ever heard say, like, what's your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Which is your top four items. We have
'Cause there's 4 presidents on.
we have JT's Don't Be an Idiot. That's a segment.
Yeah.
And now we got to figure these things out.
Don't be an idiot from Jeremy. See, we got one.
Yeah, you got one. This one is more like JT's observations.
Okay.
So like me and Ken from the lounge have talked about this a lot. Like I'm an extremely observant human
Big
being.
cat.
I like to just sit and watch people.
Yeah.
And they may not know it. It's very creepy. But I notice things. And some of those things kind of drive me crazy, but they're also fascinating. So one of them is, I've thought about this. You can, if you go to somewhere like Chipotle
Yeah.
or Moe's or this new place new place to me called Bravo in Buford. You ever been there?
No.
Bravo Mexican Grill. It's over there by Jimmy John's and some other stuff. Anyway, it's amazing. They make your burrito, but instead of putting like mozzarella, or not mozzarella, the shredded cheese, they put the queso in the burrito. Son, I died. They had to revive me, and then I could finish my order.
Yeah.
Barbaritos. Another place like this, right?
Yeah.
What I found is you can find out a lot about a human being. Austin's, yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Not to be confused with Austin Poff's Guitar Repair Services.
Right. No.
Best in the land. Dude, that part last week got me so hard. When you're like, not only is he a so-and-so, he's also a magician. And then you're like, and then puff, it's done. But the part that got me was you were like, you could barely get it out.
Yeah.
You were dying.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, Austin's
I was sitting on
burritos.
it.
Those places, you can tell a lot about a human being. You watch the way that they order from another person. And you got the people who, well, I'll just start with me.
Yeah.
You're a person like me. I'm pretty chill.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you do your thing. And if you do it wrong, at the end, I'm going to tell you you did it wrong.
Yeah.
And it's that simple. So I might watch and say, hey, I'd like rice, black beans, chicken, and cheese.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm a macro manager, not a micro manager. So I'm going to let you do it.
Yeah.
Right. And most of the time,
Macroregiment.
yeah, most of the time they do it perfectly.
Yeah.
But sometimes I had to say, hey, sorry, I wanted this.
Yeah.
And then they fix it.
Yeah.
And then there are people who are like, leaning over the glass, right? They're like, rice, a little more. Could you do a little more? And they're like touching the glass. And then the next one's like putting in the black beans, and they're like, can I get extra chicken? Can you? And they're just like,
Yeah.
just over the top,
Right.
Literally,
Yeah.
with their hands.
Yeah.
And then there's people who aren't as vocal, but you can see them shaking with anxiety because they want to control the situation.
Yeah.
But there's this barrier between the human being and the food.
Yep.
And it's like you can tell a lot about a human being by how okay they are with not being in control. And how are you in that situation?
Oh, I'm definitely chill.
Yeah.
But I can tell the kind of the person that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
They just kind of go, what else? What else? What else?
Yeah.
What else? I'm just like, you need a different job.
Yeah.
You don't want to be here.
You're Chipotle lazy.
Yeah, exactly. Not a Chipotle off the whole block.
I'm getting tired of your Chipotle lackadaisical attitude.
Oh man, you're supposed to do this. No, that's dumb. That's so dumb.
No, it wasn't. That was. If I can follow it, it works. You know. I don't have a Chipotle to piss in. That's the other funny thing is like how the, I guess the boomer age pronounces Chipotle is pretty funny. There's a lot of different iterations of this.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny to Google. Anyway, I would imagine, you'd be a pretty, let the people do their own thing.
Yeah, for the most part. Until it bugs the crap out of me, then I'm just like, can I have a little more? I mean, you barely put that there. Sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry. See,
wow, Nate.
yeah.
Gosh.
The anger's coming out, actually.
Gosh.
I could picture the dude doing this, and I knew who he is. And just
Chipotle
like,
angry. That made no sense. So you got to try.
Yeah. Chipotle him out.
Just Chipotle him out.
Bro. It's like, if you don't want to be here, gosh.
Yeah.
But it's those
I
people
wonder
that,
if in their employee incentive programs they can climb the Chipotle ladder of success.
True. I hope so.
Or you could Chipotle vault up to a manager position.
All right.
You know?
Yeah. Skip.
You just got to have a Chipotle on your shoulder.
That's it.
Chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's what chip means on your shoulder. Got it. Chipotle.
Yeah.
I feel like I've interrupted you like 1,000 times.
No, it's fine. I'll let that stuff slide for the most part.
Yeah.
But there's just, when you cross that line, the gloves are coming off.
Yeah.
So
So this is interesting. This is why I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
It's a very unassuming behavior to study.
yeah.
Is the ordering from Chipotle,
Yeah.
because there's not one instance that I feel that way.
Yeah.
Like I'm completely okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a lot to do with it though, because I don't get much, right? So I only get rice, beans, chicken, and cheese.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, just like that. They're like, just like that. I'm like, just like that. They're like, just like this. I'm like, just like that.
Huh.
And they're like, is this all you want? I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
how many times? Like, do I have to say
Sounds
it?
like a ludicrous song.
Yeah.
When I move, you move just like that. When I move, you move just like that.
Is that all you want?
Hell
Just like
yeah.
that.
Hey, DJ, bring that back. Yeah.
But no, seriously, we go back and forth like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm unsure of myself. Could you ask me again? Oh, no, I'm still unsure of my. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't get very much. So I guess there's also not a lot for me to worry about.
True.
But honestly, just my personality, like I said, I'm cool with, at the beginning of this transaction, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do.
Yeah.
And at the end of the transaction, if it's wrong, I am either going to accept it because it's not that bad, or I'm just going to tell you, hey, man, that's not what I want to start over.
Yeah.
Not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Where there are people that it is a big deal. You said it's kind of a big deal to you, but I've seen people go nuts off this junk.
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
Like they're like the people behind the counter are just completely incapable of taking instructions, which, as you alluded to, some are incapable.
Well, the only thing that bothers me is just they don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, at least talk to me. Like it's like going through the drive-through. There's this one Zaxby's. I'm not going to mention it, Johns Creek. That's there, and then there's a girl at the drive-through window. Does not say a word.
John
to
bought
me.
a creek.
Yeah, it's nice.
John's got
real
his
wide.
own creek. John's Creek.
And then, but she literally hands me my drink. Doesn't say a word. And I pay with my phone or whatever. She finally scans it, and then she gives me my food like this.
Oh no!
And I take it, and I'm just like, thank you. And like nothing. She doesn't say anything to me. I'm just like, wow.
All right, it's time for the segment. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wasn't gonna do
Don't
it.
be an idiot with Jeremy and Cooley from Twerk Ethic.
It's just Jeremy, but then there's Cooley from Twerk Ethic.
Yeah.
No, don't be an idiot. You said something I want to clarify. You said these people don't want to be there.
Right.
Newsflash. Most people don't want to be there, but you can't act that way.
No.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know you would rather be watching Netflix, painting,
Sure.
grinding your bunions off at home or whatever,
True.
smoking a something. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's just say it. Weed.
Yeah.
It's what the new generation likes to do.
Yeah.
They like to smoke weed.
You need some True Green.
Yeah.
Get rid of that weed.
Right?
True Green. Get rid of that weed.
True Green.
But, listen, I come to you to buy a hamburger.
Yeah.
At that moment, this is your job. I'm not going to demand you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to talk down to you.
Right.
And if I do, then you can act that way, by the way.
Yeah.
If I was rude to you, then you can turn your head and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But if I come up there and say, hey, hamburger person, it's nice to see you.
Right.
How's the day going? And they say, hey, person buying hamburger, it's going well.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, then I buy the hamburger and it's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice transaction. But when you don't do that, it makes no sense to me. How do you expect to keep your job? I don't want to go to my job either.
I don't know how they still have it.
Except Twerk Ethic, I'd come here every single day. Hello. But my real job, for the time being, I don't want to be there either. But I have to. Remember my saying? I got a big problem with authority,
Yeah.
but I got a bigger problem paying my bills. So I got a boss.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
So don't be an idiot.
Yeah. Just treat people kind.
Just be nice.
It's just like there's already like enough crap that we have to go through,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just like working at a fast food restaurant. I know you don't want to be there, but you're there right now.
yeah. And one day you can work at a slow food restaurant.
Exactly.
But right now you're at a fast food restaurant. Oh,
There's a waiting position for you somewhere.
that's right. Ooh, waiter, slow food,
Exactly.
all coming together.
Come on.
Illuminati.
Yep. You know where I don't get treated with disrespect? Chick-fil-A.
Come on, man. Every time.
It's the golden standard.
It is.
That's what it is.
It is. I went there today. Also went there a couple days ago.
Yeah. Went there today. Also yesterday. Also the day before.
Oh yeah. Every time I open up the mobile app, it's like, dude, would you like to redeem these points? I'm like, yep. Yep. So I go there quite a bit. They are the standard. They're the standard.
Yep. For sure.
It's like the guy, I think I told you the story, but he was at the drive-thru and he comes up to me and I could tell he was like having a bad day.
Yeah.
He comes up to me and he goes, hey, sir, can I have your name? I said, yeah. I said, but I have a mobile order. And he goes, oh, yes. Because, it's probably very easy for them.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, my name's Jeremy T. And he clicks it. And he said yes, but then he walks off. And he said, thank you. That's what he said. He said, thank you.
Oh.
And he walks off. I said, hey, kid. He turns around like he had done something wrong. Mm-hmm. I said, it was my pleasure. And he just died laughing. Because it was like, I waited for our exchange was over.
Right.
And I was just like, hey, kid. He turns around and was like, it was my pleasure. He lost it.
Oh my gosh.
It was great.
Do you remember Bobby's story?
Maybe not.
About him working Chick-fil-A in the drive-thru?
No.
Yeah, our friend Bobby Dobbins
Hey, Bobby.
used to work at Chick-fil-A. Worked in the drive-thru years ago.
Yeah.
And they had a secret corporate guy go through the drive-thru.
Yeah.
just to make sure everything was going all right. And I know about these guys. I worked at Walmart. We had secret shoppers all the time and stuff. So basically, you had to basically say the line, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Bobby goes, will that be all, sir? He's like, yeah, that's it. He's like, okay, gives him his total. He's like, thank you, sir. He's like, oh no, the guy goes, thank you. And he goes, you're welcome. He goes, nope. And drives around.
No way.
Yep. He didn't get fired or anything. He was just like, you just got to talking to.
Dude, Bobby never told me this story.
Yeah. I remember him telling me about that.
That's amazing.
Hilarious.
Well, you know what time it is?
Game time. Oh.
Dude, I love you so much. No one does that. No one knows that. No one says that. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
And no one knows what I'm talking about. Chicago Bulls.
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I actually showed my wife this because she's like, what is that thing you always do? Because she'll be like, what time is it? I'm like, game time. Woof. And I finally pulled up the YouTube and found it. The Chicago Bulls thing. I'll post it here because it's now.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
For sure.
Y'all realize we're 2-1, man. We're not 1-2. Let's go out here and play this thing, all right?
Let's be ready to run now.
I like that.
What time is it? Game time! Boom!
God, I love that you did that. I do that crap all the time.
I haven't done that in a while. But yeah.
Anyway. No, it's this day in history. This day in history.
Whoop.
What was this? Sometimes people die.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes people don't. As we mentioned, we are now doing this day in history on the actual day the episode releases.
Yep.
So that will be October 19th.
Yep.
And we're also doing a mixture of real classic history, very little, and maybe none if there's nothing that interesting. But we're also doing mainstream stuff like film, music, pop culture, whatever.
Also songs, movies. Oh, wait, you said that.
Oh, my gosh.
Crap.
You're exactly right.
Well, what have you got for us today? Because I know you got some good stuff.
I do.
Lay it on me.
Let's start with...
Pal.
First up, I got something revolutionary.
Ooh.
Literally.
Okay.
In 1781, October 19th, British forces under General Charles Cornwallis, remember that guy?
Oh, yeah, from the Patriot.
From the Patriot. That's exactly right.
I do.
He signs terms of surrender to George Washington. Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. One of the presidents.
He was played by Rodney Dangerfield in the SNL skit. Anyway, this was done at Yorktown at 2 p.m.
Your town or my town?
York.
Oh, York.
Yeah, Yorktown at 2 p.m. And why that mattered, it was the end of the Revolutionary War. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess so. I always thought it ended in 1776, but I guess not.
No, it didn't.
No.
Actually, we signed, I do know this.
We just rang the bell.
I actually read a book called 1776.
Yeah.
It's literally just called that.
Yeah.
Fantastic book. But it talks a lot about this. No, the Declaration was actually signed during the Revolutionary War.
Gotcha.
So, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, you want to move on?
Learn something every day. Sure.
Let's move on in chronological order.
Okay.
Let's do 1933.
Remember it well.
I'm sure you do. You're like 100 years old.
Right.
In 1933, the decision for basketball to be included in the Olympics was voted on and decided by the Olympic Committee. And the first, I guess, occurrence of it would be in the 1936 Berlin Olympics.
Wow.
Jesse Owens, up yours Hitler.
Yep.
One of my favorite jokes you've ever done.
Again.
one of the best jokes you've ever done.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, basketball, 1933, that decision was made.
And then the best team ever assembled
Dream team.
came 6 years later.
Yeah. Probably
Well,
not
almost.
on this day,
No,
but
92.
yeah, dream team.
But that's what started it all. Right there.
Right there. A dream turned into a dream team. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Your cadence sometimes is not funny. It just makes me laugh. It's like the if you'd have waited later to say yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe a different tone, it's not funny.
Oh, yeah.
But the way that you did, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy, even though you don't mean to be sometimes. Or were you trying to be?
I wasn't trying to
That's
be.
just funny.
Yeah.
You're just funny.
I was just
Whatever.
breaking the silence.
Yeah. So, and then you try like that, and you can also be funny.
There we go.
1987, October 19th.
Well, I actually do remember that well.
Yeah. I don't because I was 1 year old.
1 year's.
I was 1 year old.
Got it.
That was Black Monday, October 19th, where the Dow Jones dropped 508.32 points, 22%.
Wow.
4.5 times the previous daily record.
Well, I don't remember that because I was 9 years old and I
You
didn't
were
care.
broke. You were a broke 9-year-old.
Yeah. I was just worried about getting candy because it was near Halloween
Yeah.
and what I was going to be for Halloween.
And then you realized that.
The Fonz.
Are you serious?
Hey.
Do
yeah.
you you remember that's the actual year?
Yeah, because I was the Fonz for like 5 years in a row.
Okay.
That's what I
That's
do.
really funny.
That's what I do.
You need to be the Fonz now.
You're right.
So I bet you you could remember back that year, you probably got less candy because of this.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
For sure.
People are like, you know what? No, I was going to give you 2 Twix, but I'm going to take one of the Twix out of the wrapper and give you just half of it because we're saving up.
Yeah. 87. I don't know. They kind of all run together back then. But I know I was the Fonz. For sure.
Well, speaking of
Depends on if it rained too.
Halloween, I'm going to do this a little out of order.
Okay.
Because also October 19th in 2018, definitely remember that year,
Yeah.
the Halloween reboot came out.
Mr. Michael Myers.
And you like the Halloween movies.
I do.
I don't like scary movies.
Yeah. I'm not a huge horror guy.
Yeah.
This is just like
More of a prostitute guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of the same thing.
Just play on words, sorry.
Yeah. It's no, Halloween's more of like a stalker film, and it's like
Okay.
he doesn't like. I mean, there's like a couple of parts where like he may jump out or whatever, but like the old school one, it was the music that was mostly scary because then you turn to see him and it's like, you know,
yeah.
and you're just like, ah, he didn't do anything. I literally jumped at somebody going
Yeah. Yeah.
on a keyboard.
Well, have I told you the story? I think it was in Waycross where I got kicked out of a haunted house. It's not a very long story.
Maybe.
I don't do being scared.
Right.
I just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Was
for
it a
me.
knee jerk reaction?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was on a date, and I was walking through the haunted house, and this dude jumped out with a chainsaw, and he grabbed my arm, and I was told that you can't touch in a haunted house.
Yeah.
I thought that was a rule,
Yeah.
right? I mean, haven't you heard that?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So this dude,
It's the number one rule, I think.
yeah, this dude jumps out with a chainsaw and grabs me.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't have much time to think. I hit the dude. I hit him
Yeah.
because it scared me. I'm like, when it comes to fight or flight, I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
100%. As I've gotten older, I'm more balanced. My emotional intelligence is higher. But I was like 16 years old, and I hit this dude, and they shut it down, buddy. They shut it down and got me out of there.
Wow.
And they were like, "Why did you punch this guy?" I'm like, "Really? You let a dude come to you with a chainsaw and grab you. You gonna react?"
Yeah, absolutely. When
know?
they're not supposed to grab you,
I know.
it's like, why are you even touching me, bro?
I know. So,
Personal space broken. Boom.
yeah. So that was
Right in the old jugular.
that's my story. And now, as an adult, I just don't go.
Yeah. I didn't go to many when I was a kid. I definitely don't go now, but I remember Liberty University had a huge, it was called Scaremare. Huge, it was outside, inside, lasted forever. But I remember standing in line with a couple friends, and we're just waiting to go in line. And then a couple girls, and I think their two boyfriends came up, and I knew the girls. I didn't know their boyfriends or whatever. And they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And so I gave one of them a hug, and the other one had kind of like a crush on me, and she, so she hugged, and then like, let's just be real. Autumn time, girls kind of they're outgoing.
Yeah.
So this girl gives me a hug, and she's very short, and then she pulled me down and bites my earlobe.
Mike Tyson, you do?
Like she didn't bite it off, but she was just like, she like pulled me down and like she's like, "Hey, what's up?" and just bit my earlobe, and I'm just like, "Aren't you dating this guy?" It was hilarious, man.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, this is kind of a cool night, but nothing ever
Happened.
Yeah.
Just
Nothing
got
ever
your
happened
ear
that
bit.
night. Just got my ear bit, and I'm just like, all right, I'm cool.
All right.
Sweet.
That's all I wanted tonight. Just wanted to get my ear bit.
Yep. And not by a dude with a chainsaw
That's right.
or an axe.
Speaking of wolves, also last on the list,
Oh,
1990, Dances with
White
Wolves.
Fang. Oh,
Dances with Wolves
wow.
was released. One of the better movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I love Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Everyone's
He's the
like,
man.
he plays the same character. I'm like, I know,
So
but I love it.
does Denzel.
Yeah. It's like Field of Dreams.
Come on.
All of Denzel's movies are good too.
Oh, dude.
but-
He's the man.
Kevin,
He can play the same guy
yeah, and I love
after
it.
all with a different name. I don't care. He's awesome.
But Field of Dreams, Bull Durham,
Yeah.
Dances with Wolves, Open Range. Apparently Yellowstone is amazing. I've never seen
Never
it,
saw Yellowstone.
but it's the new show out right now.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, killed it.
Yeah.
Him and
He was. Go ahead.
Sheriff of Nottingham. What's his name?
I don't know. Well, he was actually.
He's the bad guy in Die Hard.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember his name.
He was also good, and it's not as good as Tombstone, but he was really good in Wyatt Earp.
Oh, I never saw that.
Very, like,
Did that come out like the same time?
same time. And I think if it wouldn't have, everyone would be talking about Wyatt Earp
Really?
because it was a good movie. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Just not Tombstone.
come on, man. You compare those two, it's like
Yeah.
Tombstone just wipes the floor with it.
Right.
So I think if they'd have came out at different times,
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp would have lived on a little bit better, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It's like The Land Before Time 17. We would have been popular, but we came out the same week as Godfather. Can't compare.
17.
Dude, they made so many of those.
Oh my gosh. Well, dude, last thing I want to do,
Yeah.
your shirt. I want to give some props. You guys know we talk about the Braves a lot, and the Braves have not only won the division this year. Last night they won the division series, taking them to the National League Championship Series.
Back to back.
And I had to explain to my wife last night how it all worked.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, all right, there's the American League and National League. Then there's the divisions. And then once they clinch their, once they get the pennant, they go here. We just won this.
Yeah.
It leads here.
We're basically in the Final Four.
Yeah. Then when we win again, we get to go to the World Series. So we did win last night. Those are Braves fans clearly know that since this happened last week.
Right.
But I'm pumped, man.
Yeah, me
God,
too.
I'm pumped up.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, come on. And Freddie Freeman just hacking away.
He's our leader.
MV Freeman, bro. MV Freeman.
He's our experienced leader. He shows it every time.
Yep.
I mean, you needed a hero.
Like the season was on the line last night.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I mean, technically they could have had one more game if they lost that one. But still, he didn't want to go back to
No,
Milwaukee.
we needed that game, and we needed the fans.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be really hard for us to go up there.
And props to the fans because Atlanta gets
brought it
bad
home.
reps sometimes.
Brought it home.
And
You know, Brandon was there last night.
What?
Yeah.
Did he invite us?
Well, he was with a client.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, that's his job.
Yeah,
Took
exactly.
a client to the game-winning NLDS.
Right.
But he sent me a video. It's just, I'm like, are you kidding me? And
Oh,
then
man, I bet.
I think, I'm not sure if I sent this to you today, but what's his name? Romano sent me a picture of Ron Washington
Oh.
smoking a cigar.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Padron.
Oh, shoot. That's a good Padron, too.
That dude is so cool.
Yeah. Right?
I was like, you know what? Of course he smokes Padrons. Gosh. But
It's a celebratory cigar for sure.
I just wanted to say that before we left today. And that's pretty much it, man. Another great episode. Episode 41 in the books.
In the books. Number 41.
Number 41.
That's Dave Matthews, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man.
Yep.
And love all you people out there. Again, we haven't said this in a while, but if you aren't subscribed to us on YouTube,
Yeah.
it really does help us.
Yeah.
Please do it. Or on
Let's build a community.
Apple Podcast, Instagram, TikTok,
Yep.
wherever you can think of.
Yep.
We're there. If we're not, let us know.
Subscribe to all of them.
Yeah. At the same time,
Yep.
like 5 fingers.
Yeah. Get your phone out, get your tablet, your computer, and just
Done. Boom. Thank y'all. Love you.
see y'all. Peace.